Mercedes-Benz, the company behind some of the sleekest ride on the planet, has hit the brakes on its EV production. Yes, the company was going towards an EV future suddenly decided to quit. But why? Those sleek electric cars from Mercedes? Well, it seems like they're not exactly selling like they expected. Yep, they're kind of sitting on the shelves, gathering dust. In the automotive industry, sales is the ultimate measure of success. And when we take a look at Mercedes-Benz sale figures for EVs, let's just say they're not topping the charts. It looks like they took the wrong turn somewhere, just like with other brands. Furthermore, Mercedes-Benz is grappling with the current slowdown in EV growth. The high demand of these electric vehicles one had has cooled down significantly, while on the flip side, the supply seems to be overflowing. Dealerships are stocked with EVs, but unfortunately, buyers aren't exactly rushing to snatch them up. When we look at the list of the fastest and slowest selling EVs in the US, we saw that Mercedes models aren't exactly shining. In fact, they're among the bottom placers, ranking among the worst in the market. If we cast our eyes back to the last October's data, most Mercedes models significantly surpassed the industry average per market day supply, even when judged by EV standards. Just a quick reminder, the average market day supply for EVs sit at 117 days. But when you glance over the Mercedes models, those numbers shoot way up. Take the EQE for example, clocking in 144 days, while models like the EQS and EQS SUV nearly doubles the EV market average with a whopping 221 days on the market. The EQB is a Lone Ranger putting up a decent fight in Mercedes-Benz lineup, but even its 88-day supply falls short compared to the industry average. One of the reasons behind the sluggish performance is the ongoing price war led by companies like Ford and Tesla. When you put it all together, Mercedes-Benz profit drop of 21% in the fourth quarter of last year starts to make a lot more sense, doesn't it? Looks like they're really going through a tough time right now. Well, another reason is that EVs are just too darn expensive. It's high time for more affordable models to hit the scene. With EVs struggling to find buyers at leaderships, it's obvious that steep prices are a big problem, especially for Mercedes-Benz. It's about time they consider making some changes, don't you think? Mercedes-Benz has never been known for cheap rides, but with electrification, they aim to up the exclusivity and position themselves as even more luxurious. So, it's not shocking that despite having 6 electric cars in their lineup, none of them seems to come with a reasonable price tag. It's all about the premium appeal, it seems. Instead, many variants come with a 6-figure sticker price. And it seems that even traditional Mercedes-Benz customers don't have pockets deep enough to hop onto the electrification journey. With prices higher than ever and interest rates following suit, the company's now scratching its head, trying to figure out how to balance those EV losses. The logical move? Bringing more affordable models to the table. So, this year, the company's rolling out new rides like a fresh E-Class, a CLE Coupe and a convertible, and a plug-in hybrid GLC. What do they all have in common? They're all internal combustion cars with smaller dimensions and, as a result, significantly lower price tags. Seems like Mercedes is finally turning into what the market's been asking for. Mercedes-Benz is stopping its rapid electrification plan and shifting towards more affordable and, consequently, better selling options. The aim? To stabilize their profit margins.
There will be peaks and troughs, and many things like building up charging infrastructure or incentivization will also drive what the market does. So in this case, we're happy that we're flexible in our plans. We can choose to produce either battery electric vehicles or high-tech combustion vehicles. So we will go with the market, but in terms of investments, full speed ahead with new vehicles in the pipeline. If you're looking for the perfect combination, the perfect blend between innovation and technology, which Mercedes has always stood for as the ultimate and first pioneer of the auto industry, but you want to combine that with desirability, timeless elegance, iconic luxury. It is that perfect blend that Mercedes delivers. That's what we will focus on and try to delight customers around the world.
Let's face it, we're still years away from seeing gas-powered and electric vehicles on equal footing. So, for now, it's all about finding the balance between innovation and sustainability while keeping the bottom line in check. Mercedes-Benz is certainly a prime example. Just take a look at the price comparison between gas-powered cars and their EV counterparts. Consider the GLB, starting at around $45,000. Now, its all-electric counterpart, the EQB, it kicks off at around $52,000, with an average price paid reaching $62,000. Quite the difference, isn't it? And let's not forget about the famous E-Class, starting at approximately $63,000. Now, compared to its electric counterpart, the EQE, which kicks off at around $76,000. The average price paid comes in at nearly $92,000. The price gap is pretty big, showing just how much of a premium you pay for going electric with Mercedes-Benz. Also, while some rival companies like Audi have pledged to go fully electric in the near future, Mercedes-Benz has taken a different approach. Despite being considered a front-runner in technology, they've never committed an all-electric lineup. Instead, officials have been keen on emphasizing market needs and letting customer demand take control. And now, we're seeing a shift in strategy. Rather than doubling down on EVs, Mercedes is gearing up to introduce an all-new ICE lineup in the next few years. It is rumored that each model is getting a complete makeover, ready to go with the fresh designs and features. And guess what? Some of these newcomers have already rolled onto the scene, just as we've mentioned earlier. According to the officials, the entire lineup should undergo this redesign within the next 2 years. Officials also made it clear that despite the challenges that come hand in hand with electrification, like the lack of infrastructure, there's no denying that internal combustion engines are here to stay for many more years, even decades to come. So, if you're a fan of gasoline, rest assured that it's not going anywhere anytime soon. Another reason that Mercedes-Benz is facing more than just low EV sales, they're struggling to crack the code for the EV economy. Despite their models carrying hefty price tags, they're still not turning a profit. In fact, the company is losing money on every electric vehicles it sells. With that in mind, it's no surprise that Mercedes is already hard at work on a new platform. From what we've gathered so far, it looks like they're going to solve all these issues hand-on with some serious innovation. The new architecture is set to roll out by 2026, and it's bringing a whole bunch of benefits with it. While we're definitely looking forward to seeing some cool new tech, what's really important is that the company is aiming to cut production costs by a third. If they pull it off, we might just see Mercedes-Benz finally making some profit on their EVs. Well, it looks like the right step for them. More importantly, we can finally see some more affordable models hitting the scene. It's becoming very clear that the initial high-end strategy isn't sustainable. Wondering why no one's come to buy electric Mercedes vehicles? Just take a peek at those price tags. Many models are soaring past the $100,000 mark. While the cheapest EV in their lineup, the EQP, starts at around $52,000. It's no wonder sales aren't booming with such a hefty prices, especially when you consider that Tesla is gearing up to launch the $25,000 EV soon. That might all soon change with their new platform. It also looks like EV growth is about to hit the speed bump this year. For ages, we've watched the EV market surge forward at speed, with 90% year-over-year growth becoming the norm. But now, it seems like the rapid electrification we've been witnessing is starting to slow down. Even the most enthusiastic early adopters are beginning to have doubts. Customers are becoming more aware of the drawbacks of electric vehicles. And now, experts are suggesting that EV growth might come to a halt altogether. According to Mercedes official, they're expecting EV sales to grow at its slowest rate since 2019. In simpler terms, not much hope for any major shift in the EV market share. They anticipate that EVs and plug-in hybrids will hover between 19 and 21% of Mercedes sales this year. Coupled with hefty investment and this slowdown in mind, officials are predicting a lower margin, dropping at around 10%. For comparison, last year's profitability for Mercedes is around 12.6%, so it's no wonder they've decided to revamp their entire ICE lineup. It's a pretty clear sign and one of the main drivers behind this change in plans. Mercedes won't be abandoning electrification altogether. However, the revised plan indicates that they'll be proceeding at a much slower pace. Well, it's not realistic to expect a significant sales increase with the current lineup. The company needs better technology and lower prices to compete with Tesla and other rivals. And that's where the new platform comes into play, promising lower production costs and improved battery technology. As mentioned, EV growth is slowing down due to various reasons, with owners facing limitations ranging from range and charging issues to lower reliability scores, high prices, and interest rates. In other words, the majority of customers aren't jumping on the EV revolution so easily. As a result, Mercedes-Benz is taking a step back, slowing down a bit, and waiting to see how the market unfolds. And that's a wrap. Now, what are your thoughts on their plans? Do drop your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you found this video awesome, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more such updates. Until next time, stay awesome and we'll be back with another one.